Yo guys, what up? So in this video, we're going to take a look at CapCut. I did all this edited, my past video, all edited inside of CapCut. And I just want to show you my file because I'm about to delete it off my phone. I figure, hey, I might as well share it out to you guys other than just deleting it. So let's take a look at this before it's all gone. So the first thing you noticed in that video, I opened up with a hyperlapse reel. So I basically ended up shooting one. That's the second hyperlapse. 2, 3. I ended up shooting 3 hyperlapses. Again, when I was out filming, I was thinking about the edit. I shot one hyperlapse. I was like, okay, you know what? I need to shoot a couple of more hyperlapses so I can have them connect together when I go back to edit. Again, tip, think about the edit when you're out shooting. If you want to get shots that can connect, if you did a pan left, get another shot, pan left. I'll go pan left, pan right, pan left, pan right on both shots, so I have an options. I can choose, okay, a left, left, a right, right. I can choose. It gives yourself more options. So basically, you see how I opened up here with this hyperlapse. I just use the stock Samsung app. And the tip with when you're doing with when you're filming a hyperlapse is you see this green hut. It was my focal point. I walked the route before I actually started filming just to see what I was going to expect, and as far as the walkway or any bumps. And I was like, all right, this little green hut is going to be my target. I want to try to keep that dead center in my shot through the whole walk. And then that's what I basically did. And then you got boom. I started my walk trying to keep that dead center. Boom. I had my gimbal in full lock mode and just walked it down. And what I did to really connect it and sell this shot was I have these two clips being connected together, which is one reason why I like using CapCut because of its transitions. If you go to camera and right here, pull in, it kind of like basically is a seamless pull in transition, and it connects both of these absolutely well because I'm walking forward. The second shot is also walking forward, and then the transition zooms in forward. So keeping that all continuity just really makes it a nice seamless edit. The next thing that I had going on here was I had a little bit of, again, I did another little zoom in transition here, and the previous shot was me going from the statues panning to myself with the gimbal. So again, zoomed into the statues, panning away from the statues was a good way to pull off of that into me. So you can see this here.
Guys, look at this. This is crazy right here. A little eerie and scary.
So then I do a little bit of talking head stuff, and then again, I walked the whole route with the gimbal, and the clip was almost like 3 minutes long. So what I ended up doing was just doing a ramp, a custom curve on it, a speed ramp. So if you go to speed, curves, and then you can go to edit, I did my own. And here you can just basically see I speed ramped up, sustained it, and kind of slowed down as I panned there, slowed down, and then slowed down to the final shot there. Really cool. Again, if you have a clip that's a little too long, warps, do a speed ramp on it, like woo, 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 woo. And plus, it was just a lot of the same statues. You really didn't need to see the exact details of what was going on. You can basically, I just wanted to show you the whole room in a sense, really quickly. So if we move on, Gimbal Shot 1, Gimbal Shot 2. Again, here I was practicing my gimbal move, and one thing that I like to practice is a tilt shot where I basically come down and I tilt the gimbal, and then I do a reverse, opposite, come back and tilt the gimbal up. So when I shot this, I did one down and I did one up. I moved to the next statue, one up, one down, one up, and I did it a couple other times, and that movement, I knew that I did it. So if I did it anywhere else, I knew that I can connect them together when I go to edit. They're going to kind of, boom, 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 kind of flow really nicely. And you can see that's what happened here. There's one pulling back. There's two pulling back. Works out really nice. And then again, since I was already slowly backing up, I used the transition, zoom back transition here. Zoom back. And then zoom back to me, and I did some more talking head stuff there. Another thing that was really nice about this CapCut app, which I kind of stumbled upon, I didn't even know it had it. You can do like a crude version of stabilization. If you click on the clip like this, scroll to the right, and you'll see stabilize here. You can go ahead and do minimal clipping, recommended, or most stable. So what I did was I ended up using a little bit of minimal clipping on some of my clips that I figured, my gimbal, I was practicing my gimbal moves, they weren't that smooth, so I would use a little bit if I go to kiss minimal and then go ahead and hit OK and let it process it. And then let's go ahead and watch this again. The second one is okay, just a little bit of warp on the outer edges. They're nothing too bad, nothing not even noticeable. But again, that option is there if you want to use it. I really don't recommend using max, the biggest setting, which was I think full. Let's go back here quickly. Stabilize, most stable. Every time I used it, I could see some warpiness, and I do not like any warpiness. Like even when I use DaVinci Resolve, if the clip is warpy, I instantly turn down the stabilization. I don't like that warpy stuff. I don't like it. All right, so I stay away from warpy video, from over stabilizing it, right? So you got that option there, which I found was fantastic. Again, I did a little bit of talking head stuff, and on here,
exact same move. So I have to tilt it up and then I pull it back, tilt it up, pull back, do that couple of.
So I'm explaining what I was doing in the previous shot, and it's a good thing to always add a little B-roll, like, you know, to help visualize what I was saying here. So in CapCut, it's very easy to do. If you hit overlay, the overlay button will allow you to overlay something on top, and then you can see I basically overlaid what I was talking about, how I was going from the transition, how I was doing the tilt gimbal move, show us that, right?
I have to tilt it up and then I pull it back,
right?
Tilt it up, pull back, do that a couple of times. So when I go to,
and so I showed you it, and then I even went to the point because I wanted to make a point that let people know that I edit this video on the phone. I actually showed you, I did a screen recording of me inside a CapCut showing you that line of in the video, and I threw that as another overlay.
Like, emotion will be synced. It'll be very easy to edit those cuts together.
Right, and I wanted to let people know that, hey, I did this on my cell phone. Here's another cool shot. This shot was after I already visited this castle here in the distance. As I was walking away and I looked back, I'm like, wow, that would make a great, you know, zoom in shot. Here's the castle, and then I already filmed up at the castle, you know, and I was like, you know what, I can do a zoom transition. Like you zoom in and then boom, we're at the castle. So this whole sequence is in reverse order. This is after I left the castle. This is when I first arrived at the castle, right? So basically I put them together. You see the castle in the distance. Boom, we zoom in. Now we're right up on the castle. Again, using that zoom in transition because we see it in the distance, we zoom into it. Then I do some more talking head stuff. Again, adding in that B-roll because I mentioned the gimbal.
It's a super small gimbal.
Right, I mentioned the gimbal, and at the time of when I was filming it, I was using the gimbal. So later on that night in the hotel, as I'm reviewing this, as I'm editing, I heard myself talk about the gimbal, so I quickly threw the gimbal on the table and just did a little bit of B-roll of just the gimbal, so I can add that over when I'm talking about it.
It's a super small gimbal that fits in my pocket.
Right, and it does. It's super small. That's why I brought it. It was like I just brought this and my phone, and it was a nice setup for a family outing, and I was able to achieve get this whole video done just between that gimbal and editing everything on here on my phone. So then again, practicing my tilts up and my tilts downs. Hard cuts on these ones. Those are just cuts to the music. Cuts to the music. Boom, right? This is another cool gimbal move that I like to do, and unfortunately, this gimbal too has the same issue like the Zhiyun, like it never keeps the horizon straight. I don't know what it is with some of these gimbals. My MOZA gimbals never have that issue. They always keep a straight horizon, but for some reason, my Zhiyun, Smooth 4 and all my other, they don't keep the horizon straight. And here, it's not keeping the horizon straight. You can see that here. This is a cool move to do with the gimbal. You take your gimbal, you lock it in the up position, and then you just basically just walk back or walk forward. So I went underneath the awning, and then I just walked back, and then boom, you just reveal. It just reveals everything. Fantastic shot. Here I get another little another hyperlapse here. Again, here's another quick hyperlapse. I go under the bridge and then I go out, right? So I walk into the bridge, I'm doing the hyperlapse, and I'm tilting up slowly till I get to the middle of this statue here, and then I basically reverse my angle and go backwards. I walk out of it and then do the reverse move, basically from tilt and tilting back down. I do the reverse move, and I was thinking I'm gonna connect these with the edit, and I already knew in my head what that I can do this twirl. What is it? Let's go ahead and let me show you the here. Right here, CW swirl. I already knew this was in here, and I already visualized the shot. Okay, I'm gonna go in there, I'll tilt up, I'll do a swirl, and then we'll come out. And then boom, again, thinking about the edit as I'm filming, and then here it is in the final production. You know, I'm zooming in, up, boom. Connect them both together, two separate time lapses, hyperlapses there, and it's just seamless like one. And then again, just doing some more tracking forward, hyperlapsing. And good. Another thing here, you guys notice, I'm keeping the motion going. I got the move. I'm moving forward, right? I'm moving forward. I slow down. I purposely slowed it down because the next shot was a little bit slow, and I didn't want to speed this one up. So basically, I did a quick speed ramp and then slowed it down. So we got boom, slow it down to match the other one coming in. Slow, moving forward again. Slow to a reveal shot. And then I talk about doing reveal shot. Having something in the foreground always helps you to give a little bit more depth to your shot. Again, I'm trying to teach you as I'm kind of making a video. So I'm kind of like vlogging almost and giving you some educational, info at the same time while also doing a montage video. So it was kind of like this hybrid video. It's just like I'm filming, but I want to teach people as I'm filming and let you guys know how to do this stuff. This never made it into the final video, but again, if you guys are still with me at this time and moment in this video, down in the comments, let me know. Down the keyword is going to be I love CapCut, even though maybe if you don't, but that's I just want to see my diehard subscribers. I want to see the guys who stick with me past that 2-minute mark, which all my YouTube averages. I want to see the diehards. So down in the comments, comment I love CapCut. That is the keyword for all of those, so I know who made it past the normal point in my diehard fans. So enough of that jibber jab. Let's get back into finishing this up here. All right, so then this next section here, guys, was basically something I never really share, but I'm too much of a perfectionist sometimes. I take a lot of takes. And going through this, I kind of just wanted to show you guys like how many takes I go through sometimes to get the shot. And even though I think I did about 4 takes on this to just get this nice one gimbal move, I never even liked the last one. I had to hurry up because my family and them, they were way up in the distance already, and I was dragging behind, and I knew that I was getting too far behind, so I had to settle with this. But it's just for when you're out filming and you're out doing a motion or a shot, if you're not happy with the shot, do it again. If time permits and you got the time, do it till it's right. Get it right in camera. Something that one of my favorite cinematographer talks about, Roger Deakins. He talks about he likes to get his shot almost perfect in shot, right there in that moment, exposure, color, everything. He wants it almost perfect where at the end in post, you don't have to really do anything, just minimal adjustments. So it was the same with this gimbal move. I wanted it to be perfect the way I was visualizing it, and it wasn't. So I kept doing it over and over until I finally got the 4th one, which still wasn't even what I was visualizing, but it was better than the other one. So I wanted you to see my process. Like I'm very picky with the shots I do, and like that's why I'm out practicing with the gimbal, because I'm not happy with my gimbal movements right now. They're very jittery and not smooth. So I'm trying to work on that. So take your time, get the shot that you want to do, get it best in camera at that moment, so you don't have to worry about it in post. Like a lot of people are like, oh, I'll just fix it in post. No, don't do that. Get it good the first time. And then my daughter, it was funny. She said, like, I was doing the move and I saw her sitting there, but I didn't know what she was doing. I saw her in the corner of my eye, and then I stopped and I was like, so she totally photobombed my video there. And again, doing another reveal shot here, kind of revealing up the Great Wall of China, which we were on at that time here, and some more vlogging stuff. So editing in CapCut, guys, I'm really happy with the output that came out of here. It was really fun editing inside of this. If you guys want to see more videos of me editing in CapCut, let me know down in the comments, and I'll cook up some stuff for you guys. So Patrick Levar, keep filming. It's the only way you'll get better. For those of you diehards, I got my mobile photography guide down below if you're interested in that. Enough of the jibber jabber. I'll catch you next time. Peace. Keep filming.